在太小，年纪也太小，是也怕被这个牛踩到而伤害到，甚至杀了，所以呢也不敢过去。但是就像是自己非常的难过，非常的当时在流着泪哦，但是也还是没有办法阻止这头牛被杀的这样一个事实。但是法王那时候很记得，当时呢他的父母亲就过来有跟他解释说为什么要杀这个牛。他的父母亲就说，因为如果我们不杀的话，我们就没有食物，没有东西可以吃。所以这样子的一个这种解释呢，事实上来说，如果说当时法王哭的这个时候，结果那个牛也被放了，但是他得不到那样一个父母亲的解释的话，他还不会有很深的一种领悟。什么领悟呢？就是他一听到父母亲说，哦，这个牛不被杀的话，我们就没有食物，这一个解释的时候，法王突然领悟到一种我们实在是一种没有自主性，生命是那么脆弱的一种感受。从佛法上来讲，这可能就是一切众生都是随业而转的这种体悟跟这种感受呢，就很深的升起了。所以可以说，就像是一个小孩子哭，法王说他自己当时哭难过的这个时候，但同时因为父母亲的一句话、一种解释，告诉他为什么要这样做的时候呢，当然他更难过、更伤心，但是也得到了一种更强烈的一种感受，一直到现在，这种感受跟对于这种体悟呢，他都还在着。所以就像是自己这个经验，现在很多的父母亲希望不仅是在关心呵护这个孩子，同时在照顾他们的时候，给予他们所需的东西的时候呢，也能够有一些解释的话，无论是直接的解释也好，或者间接的一种开导也好，相信一定会有用的。至少法王说他小的时候因为父母亲的这样的解释而影响他到现在。
그 초에 지 파마츠 지금에 그 초에 튕긴 주고 정도 만세베 안디 졸이야 지 가르쇼에 지 오늘 제주 전에 남주에도 로드지 오늘 지 그게 이민제 전처럼 이제 실어서 그런 아주 지가서 최근 제베나 그게 지 이민 빵만 제투야기 아니 로드지 제투나 대 하장기 아니 시지 참고 다나 신변의 최근 양매도 시비네 그다지 가르쳐지 최근 자와 그냥 아주 다다바도 지 가르쳐에 우두 때문에 이제 밤에도 야로디 그 등지대 그 등지대 충분히 아니 파마지 파마 남바 임바체 부고 거래야 등지름 아니 파마 남바 임바체 이제 부고래야 등지름 다 가르쳐에 비게 로정 제시비나 근데 만지비 소리지 도지래 드린두산에 답변을 들려 빼로지 답변이 디스지 탑도고를 도와 변하지 냐심비 걸이야 냐심비 걸이야 안다가 콜이야 냐시야기 적주디 부들라마 제샤번 말하면 냐시네 가서에 그 냐를 지시네 바바디 냐지 시네 신샤베 냐디 안 부들이야 제바 텔레 아니 그 적주디 냐신야 적주디 부들라바 제네 아니 냐신다 럽샤나 아니 저 두들이야 지 풀이야 데 가서야지 냐신다 럽자바 디 편도 용거로 마도 아니 지 냐르니 지 고제샤바 디 아니 풀이야 윤진 뷰기 편도 용배에서 지 도세 네이 되는 시 간달지 땅 아주 상황 아주 가져야지 지 가져에 최냠리 챙겨서 말하다지 냠리 챙겨제 전이 냠리 챙겨제 저 알라 다나지 신달래지 남된 챙겨 그래지 저기 이번에 레인드산 뒤주 거래양 아주 습시 샤와이
So the parents, of course, they give all the facilities to their children, and that's very good. But at the same time, I think it's very important to also explain things to them, because it's very important to understand and to find the children to find a way of understanding why things are done and to see clearly with a kind of certain kind of wisdom or certain kind of discerning that this is the way it is done and this should be done like this and this should not be done like this. Like for instance, as a practitioner of Dharma, what we try to do is to get as much as possible lessen our kind of selfishness or self-grasping and grasping to the I. But then to our children, we teach them how to feel that, how to grasp at the sense of self. And we try to create a situation when that is kind of aggravated or that is aggrandized, to make it more. Then it kind of doesn't go well. It doesn't seem to be the way it should be. So that I think is very important, that we in a practical way try to explain and right from the beginning to kind of to make training to the children that how the way we look at things, we grasp at things, like at the sense of I and things like that. These things we should try to explain and find a way to make them understand right from the beginning. I think that's very important. Like for instance, if there was a fisherman or somebody who fishes, the father might get a fish and give it to his child. That helps him a little bit, but not as much that the father actually teaches the child how to fish. He gives them the fishing equipments and then actually teaches him how to fish. That will help him more to get, how to fish later on. So therefore he's kind of, this is an example. So in the same way, even the Dharma practitioners, I think we should, in a practical way, try to explain and try to make others understand is, I think, extremely important.
因此呢，一个父母亲在照顾孩子的时候呢，不仅仅是物质上的这种照顾跟呵护而已，最主要的呢，还需要有智慧的来照顾孩子们。那这里的智慧可以说，就从佛法的名词上来说，就是善能分别取舍，知道好坏，知道取舍的这种智慧呢，来教导跟带领孩子，这是更有利益的一件事情。那事实上，我们说佛法教导我们最根本是什么？就是要断除这个我执，这也是我们一直到现在都很难真正完全断除的东西，这个我执。也因此，如果一个父母亲是佛弟子，但又从小又在教着孩子这种我执的方法的时候呢，那这事实上是一件不太合宜、不太对的一件事情啊。所以举个例子，就好像可能是一个不太好一个钓鱼的例子，就好像说，与其说钓鱼给孩子吃，还不如说教导，或者说教导这个孩子如何去钓鱼。所以同样的，我们身为一个修行者，如果又是父母，又是修行者的时候，我们不仅是自己自修很重要之外，同时呢，我们应该也要开导跟带领别人。
他的小车的些，他等到在这前呢，这东北人说的，可是这个这东山路这边东北常见的小的为说这么一把，这前边呢，他现在操要的。这军队这边外边差别呢，现在吵起来了。本来我老姐过多吧，你们这里啊，我别是对的呀，他你给了的每个的，可是马斯对的呀，马斯说，他我的别是对的呀，他们别是对的。当你上面那咱们的考的呀，咱们的考的，咱们的考的，这里啊，他的什么可是。东巴嘛一把，这就是咱东尼的是那个要嘛的，咱们就是的开始兄弟老多钱要嘛的，他的别是不大的呀，他的学过来呀，就切吧，要不切吧，学他做吧，天天过来呀，什么当然是的呀，就他做的， 당보지 미지 된지 감 되게 체베서 매베서 차 안되는지 하다서 아직 망보 저러다 어다 디스 매베서 차 그로지 손들자네 강가로 가서야지 찌게 매베서 미긴 되기 어디 저에 가서야 다지 뭐 먹어서 말이지 당기 때문에 세브샤 매야 지 강가로 가서야지 추서를 차 추서를 넘버 7 매야 근데 지 차연들자네 가서야지 심리야 ngāngzhā shīvchī yāngdī simliyā ngāngzhā shīvchōng ebe ngūnā chidā shio an dāna shī ngāngzhā chēne ebe simbē shēnā sō yāngdī a dī gāliyā tā kō dēng kōrā tuyā mīndū sā an dī dī sā ngē gēnā dī ngā chīlō liyā jī tūngi yīn sū gēnā dī sū ngō nā pōrā chūpī gā dī an dī gā dī a dī rī dī a ngā chīlō liyā jī tēng chē lūng sāng chā chū lūng sāng a chīlō pā rī jī tsū rōgā chē lungsan chaji 디디 팬도어 중에 서로 마도 아 기시 디디산의 치료 따면시 녀바 차이냐가 있어요. 어다 제자 안다 디디산 딘제게 지 초아 딘제네 더 야에 되입니다. 제자 디디 상물로 가져야지 ngē ngō shibā jī kēnā tīndrē gēshē jī kūsō yā ngē tī shē pātī yāgbō rē tā jī tōngi tōli nyē wā nā jī rē sī jī sī tō yī yīmbī nē yā pā tōngi tōli nyē wā yī ndā khā yī hā kō mā sōng tī yīmbī nē tī shē sō shā rē shī jē zāng kāntā jī tōng bā kiāng bā lā yā anā jī sāma tāng bā yīmbī nā jī tē tē jī kā shē jī shē nā kē bā rā bā tā tā ngā tsū lī yā jī rāna dēbē ngā bō mātō bē kāp lī nē dōngyē tā khasīn dō jē zā ān dā kāntar nā wē chūn dā tham chī mē bā chā sō nā dā tēwē kiāng kā chī dōngyē tā ngā chā sē mī shī bā jī yō hā rā bō tō chī yīn sā rē tē rī dū sā nē tā ngā chū jī tōng bā xē bā lā yā kā chū tōng bā yīn bā yī nē yā tōng bā lā xī chū jī gō rē tā nā chī nā wā yīn bā yī nē yā nā wā tē bē yū chū jī Quran ji nam sha chi chu ji ha go de ma to an de ga che che an da ji dong ba ga shui ji dong ba da na wa che che an da go be ji ga shui an sha tu ba zam xi ge de yo ma de ni san de ge ji nang dong yin su me we ge da ren xin da nga ji ma xie ba de la ma dang go bu jie le si ye ma xi be an da ji pa be kha sa ti zu da gong ge ye wi ba de ni san ne an da dam je 땅가당 아줄레지 캠바단 저와 퓨드 좋아 인두산에 다 차체 외스교바 아니 다지 그거 차 외스교바 인두산에 안 될래야 차체와 제바 이버
So when we talk about emptiness, it should not be just empty, something that is nothing there. There is no causes, no effects, no, no interdependence. That if we have that kind of understanding of emptiness, then it's very fearful, it's very frightening. When I was around 8 or 9 years old, I was sitting here, doing some, reading something, and my teacher was sitting next. And that time, lots of things were happening in my mind. And I was kind of thinking about not emptiness or compassion and emptiness. That was not the time I was studying those things. But I was just thinking about the end of the world, the end of everything, when everything kind of finishes. And at that time, I could see that, everything kind of disappears, and then everything kind of disappeared from my eyes, and then even the things that was in front of me kind of melted and went like, kind of went away, like water kind of. And so therefore, and at that time, a very strong fear came into my mind. And I was so frightened that I was like sweating and not able to sit down. And then I asked my teacher that I should go out, and the teacher was not very happy. He was a little bit serious, and he but finally allowed me to go out. So I went out on the, on the roof and then tried to get some, breathe some air in me, and that kind of helped me a little bit. I feel that if I couldn't go out that time, maybe I would have gone mad or something like that. It was very, very fearful. So when I talked about this later on to my teachers, they said that it was very good that you were about to realize the emptiness and things like that. I don't know whether it was like that or not, because, if this is something very important, that we should not just look or just find the emptiness, just concentrate only the emptiness of things. Just emptiness of things is not the end of suffering. It brings lots of suffering, it brings lots of fear. So therefore, just kind of looking at things as nothing or completely nothingness or emptiness is not the point, it's not the thing. We have to understand emptiness, but have to see how, what kind of emptiness, the way the things are empty, we have to see these. And we have to see the appearance, but also the how emptiness, the appearances are there, the way the appearance is there. So therefore, the emptiness and appearance has this connection. They come to the same thing. So therefore, when we understand that the emptiness is not something totally devoid or totally completely away from appearance, and appearance is not something that is completely not emptiness. When we see these things together as a union, then we have the right view. And so this, the right view of emptiness and appearance as inseparable, this is what the Bodhisattva Avalokiteshvara Shenritsik has, and this is what our kind of root guru has. So therefore, they are they are worthy of our prostrations. So therefore, we make our homage, we make our prostrations to the Shenritsik and the Lama because of this.
那么刚刚以上呢，就是附带的说明了这样一个故事。那总之在这里在谈到的是说，虽见诸法无来去，也就是，但是这句话它阐述的并不是一切都空掉了，空也什么都没有，并不是这样。如果一切都是全部是空的话，那这是很可怕的，甚至我们就是说一切连因果都没有，这是不正确的，这是很可怕的。仿佛说他自己的一个经验，当时他在寺院8、9岁的那个时候呢，有一次他在这个读经，他就坐在位子上在读经书的时候，然后他的老师坐在他的旁边，那当时他就想了很多东西。那虽然当时还没有学到很深奥的一些经典，甚至像慈悲啊、空性啊这些哲学方面的义理还没有学到，但是当时仿佛就思考一个主题、一个内容，就是这个一切就是一切断灭跟死亡，一切最终的一种情况，例如世界的一个完尽。同时他想到说，人出生，这个世界成立，最后一切都灭亡，都完结了。当他一想到这个时候呢，突然一阵子，整个眼前呢是空茫茫的一片，本来还有经书，还有景象很清楚的，但是一想到一切都没有的那个当下，全部变成空茫茫的一切，那个时候的心情是非常的害怕，甚至害怕到都流汗了，而且坐立不安。那个时候，他就赶快问他的老师说：“我可不可以到外面走一走？”那个老师也很严肃的跟他同意了，说：“你可以。”所以方到了外面吹吹风之后呢，也就慢慢恢复了这个情绪。那时候也想，如果不赶快出去吹吹风的话，就透透气的话，那可能当时就会疯掉了。所以之后呢，反而也有跟一些上师、跟一些格西有讨论到当时的这样一种感受。有一些老师格西跟他说：“哦，这是很好，代表你离这个空性很近了。”仿佛说，但他自己也不知道是不是真的这个样子。但总之，那是一种很恐惧、很可怕的一种感受。因此呢，在这里我们说，这个空性呢，它并不是完全什么都没有的这个空，那是很恐惧、很可怕的。就好像我们现在 我们想要得到一些小东西得不到，我们都感受苦了，更何况整个世界都是空了，都没有的时候，那个苦是更不可思议的。所以所谓的虽见诸法无来去的空，并不是完全什么都没有。因此，当我们说一切是空的时候，我们要对这个空有一个正确的了解。同样，当我们说一切显象为有的时候，我们也要对它有的道理跟原因有一个清楚的认识。光是口中说是空是有，这是不行的。所以在第一个偈文当中，虽见诸法无来去，唯一起心利众生，这2句说明了说，这个显空的这样的义理呢，是上师还有观自在他们就是观音菩萨他们所正知所知道的。也由于他们具备了这样子殊胜的一种智慧，因此是值得我们能够让我们来礼敬的。所以最后一句说：“恒以3门恭敬礼。”
他这么着，他就是生产啥的，你当给当我前边呢，他假设啦，你数据嘛，对，这个嘛，价格都大得多，别个都大没多，按这个这别个都大那什么钱。就等于就上班就睡就当，但等于刚来的给的我些，但是呢，这类就是在其他地方就给也不得就事吧。现在安尼提个多给，人家边给可能差一点是，我可能做些没事。而现在之前的生意上啊，这也变得就过许多吧，就假设那里可能嘛就对了，你写不得嘞，就是嘛对不得，其实钱也难看去。
So now the time is also over, and I originally thought that first I will give an introduction, and then we would, there is in the Chinese there is a tune that they can sing, this 37 practice of Bodhisattva, and I was also thinking that we should, I've made a tune for this in Tibetan, so I thought that I would sing that, and we would together sing it here. But when I came down, somehow I've lost my voice, and maybe it's because there are so many people here with very good voice. That's why maybe. But tomorrow, maybe from tomorrow onwards, and in the beginning or end sometime, we would kind of go through this, sing these stanzas. Maybe it is more beneficial and more blessing that we just sing and go through the text ourselves than that I try to explain it.
那本来的想法呢是，在今天最后呢会要带着大家唱一个佛子行的一个调子，因为我们知道在中文里面已经有他一个唱诵的调子了。那法王说，本来他在刚刚之前课前在房间里面练得还不错，也觉得自己声音不错，但是一到现在这里就唱不出来了。可能是在座的有一些深藏不露的好歌手、好歌喉的人在里面，所以现在唱不出来了。但无论如何，在明天呢，希望可以带着大家一起唱。那可能我们一起来唱诵这个佛子行37颂呢，比听法王说比听他讲解呢会更有加持的。
저는 지나게 시작했습니다. 네, 강조 되게 시작한 시래. 근데 요즘 인지사한테 강조 강에 동매도 당공아 내가 가나 맞다 지사네. 그거 택시 맡으네. 파파 교수지 교대에 요지 통수. 제가 아니 아주 준조 말람 나로야 가사. 마음에 들라 마음에 다 내면 들라 내면 세저와 제마 택시 되라 택시 사 택시 당겨야 말람 자고 있는 세민도 송아라 텐스.
So then that's all, and maybe some of you have facing some difficulties. Last night after we finished here, I was looking from my window and I saw some of you running here and there not getting taxis. So I thought that in the Bodhichaya Avatara we have this prayer that those who don't have a place to stay, may they get place and things like that. So I was thinking that maybe we should now have a prayer added that those who need taxi, may they get taxis.
在这一次大家来参加课程呢，可能也遇到很多的困难或者不适应的地方。就像昨天法王说，他站在屋顶上看的时候，就看到很多的法友们 非常着急的东奔西跑，找不到那个 taxi， 找不到计程车哦。所以这就让他想到说，在《入菩萨行论》里面呢，有谈到一句话，那吉天菩萨发愿说，哦，愿一切众生想要床铺得到床铺，想要衣服得到衣服等等。法王说，同样他现在呢也发愿祝福各位呢，加一句，想要找到计程车的能够找到计程车。